Nugget.
Ooh, that one got on, I think. Arguably the less acceptable of the two. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Delve Requisite here on Proficiency Bonus. Thank you to our sponsors, as always, Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle. Get a link to either of those websites by typing !Little Dragon, !CCG in chat at any point during tonight's stream to get a link to those fine sponsors' websites. Without further ado, however, let's begin our D&D. We return right where we left off last time. You guys are in the very depths of Mount Iolaquis, the long dormant volcano at the heart of the Iolaquis archipelago. You have delved in here through some ancient construction inside the mountain, seeming to have been made by a long-gone group of reptilianoid creatures that worshipped something in the living beneath the volcano. You have come here in pursuit of a group of individuals working alongside the Ignean Armada who have come down here and found yourselves in a massive treasure chamber. These individuals are apparently frantically looking for something in here after having done something to disrupt a binding of some sort being sustained by two elementals, which you guys interfered with, setting those two elementals loose inside the volcano. You are now down in a large platform overlooking the central magma tube of the volcano, along which all of this hordes and piles and mounds of treasure and jewels and chests and objects, and you have engaged this group in combat. And we last left. We're gonna maintain our initiative from last week. I have it still right here. We're gonna pick up right in the combat where we left off, which was we had just finished Thyxis and Rowan's turn. Currently, several of you are under the effects of a hypnotic pattern spell, which the spellcaster of the enemy group used. And Rowan, unaffected by the spell, took a swing at the head-to-toe armored individual, knocking his helmet off. And he turned around, and Rowan, a face that you recognize very well, meets you. And we left last session. He said, "It's good to see you again, Rowan." And he looks at you, and his face kind of falls a little bit. And he says, "You have to believe me that I really didn't want things to go down this way a second time. But you still haven't learned when it's time to back off. I am sorry about this." And it is his turn in the initiative. And what he does is reaches back and pulls a hefty longsword from a strap over his back. And Rowan, he is going to make 2 attacks against you.
Thank you for all the bits and gifted subs, and also thank you for the player inspo for me. Yeah, we just had some super like huge cheer numbers come in the chat, guys.
Thanks, chat.
Like,
I have to pull chat up so I can keep track of it. So his first swing against you, Rowan, is a 28 to hit.
Yeah, I guess that hits.
I'm gonna roll his second hit. He's gonna attack twice.
Yeah.
The second hit is a 21.
Yep.
Okay.
Both hit. All right.
How do character sheets work?
I forgot.
There he is. Okay, so with the first attack, Rowan, you are going to take 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The second attack, he slashes across, kind of like batting Shikai out of the way with his first strike. The tip of the sword, he sort of like curves it at the last second, and it like cuts across your ribs. And he brings it back around, and he comes in a powerful like downward overhead strike. And Rowan, as his blade comes down, you see from his hands there is a like crackle, and a radiant pulse of light streaks up the blade of his sword. However, unlike your own magic, it does not glow with the like sunny, bright, divine light. It is this like crackling crimson red, and he is going to smite you with his second attack.
I was gonna say a smitey smite in the chat with us tonight.
Yep. Yep.
Give me a second, let me roll some dice.
Good thing Matt didn't use his nat 20 on that.
Shut up, Victoria. I love you. Shut up. He'll use it when he kills me, okay?
You're going to take 22 points of radiant damage.
Yep. Cool. Cool.
Why am I blurry?
Because you reminded Matt about the nat 20. Now the internet's getting.
Can I try to reduce that?
What is the what's the conditions on your you're reducing?
I just have to see her if she's within 30 feet of me.
Are you one of the people who's hypnotic patterned?
I actually don't know. Am I?
No.
You guys left
You're
her
the only
behind.
one. You and Rowan are the only ones who saved.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Okay. I don't remember if you've used a reaction for anything since your last turn, so sure. Let's say you can.
Thank you.
Sorry, Matt. I tried turning my camera off and on again, and it's still blurred.
Oh, hang on.
I explode, but that means it goes down. But that's fine. It reduces by 12. So I go down to back down to D8.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is his turn. He's Rowan. You kind of see he even as he turns, and wails on you twice here. He doesn't disengage from you necessarily, as he sees you're still on your feet. But you can see he's already even as he's still standing fighting you, you can see his eyes scanning the like rows and mounds of treasure in the area. He's still looking for whatever it is he's here to find.
Not
That is
prepared,
gonna.
so I will
Oop.
plot over here
Okay.
in my head.
Then what's gonna happen next? It is another one of their turns. It is the bow wielding individual who's like over here, currently in the crash zone for the unconscious giant eagle Sela. He's gonna move. He actually backs up 30 feet this way.
I'm also invisible right now because I did my racial ability to be invisible
You
until
did.
the start of my.
Oh,
next
you are an
turn.
invisible asleep, invisible asleep eagle. This guy's gonna back up, put some distance between himself and the gaggle of you guys where you got eagle dropped, and Baron, cleric, the ranger. There it is. Okay. He is gonna take 2 shots. Also at Rowan. Although I actually don't see multi-attack on their thing. Do rangers not get multi-attack?
Not till higher levels. I don't.
Yeah,
think
not
it-
till a certain level, and I don't remember what level that is.
They're pretty slow.
Oh no, there it is. Extra attack, 2 attack. There it is.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just
Yeah, then I
further
can
down the
agree.
list.
Yeah, I think they
Okay,
get it
yeah,
at
so
5th level.
Two longbow attacks against you, Rowan. One of them's a nat 1. The other one is a 25.
Yep.
And he is going to cast Ensnaring Strike as part of that attack.
Ooh, nasty. Arcane Archer. Okay.
What is there a save against that, or
We'll handle one thing at a time. The damage from the actual weapon attack is going to be 9 points of piercing damage. And then I need you to make a strength saving throw.
$24?
Ooh. I'm not even gonna bother to look to see what this dude's spell save is. 24 is definitely higher. The second of the two, I guess the first arrow, because I didn't roll for the second one. Oh no, he rolled a nat 1. The one he hit you with. So one goes wide. The second arrow fires off. It hits you in like the shoulder blade from behind, and as the arrow hits you, it like bursts into this gnarled, twisting grapple of vines that begin to like wrap around your upper torso. But you manage to just like rip your way free of them and keep them from pinning you down. That is their turn. Sela, that is going to bring us to you. You are currently incapacitated as you've been hypnotic patterned. We established last time that you're gonna hit the ground essentially, but you were pretty low because you were like sweeping in to drop them. So you're only gonna take 1d6 of bludgeoning for hitting the ground. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, I'm still a giant eagle. Okay.
Are you still invisible?
No, it ends at the start of my next turn.
Okay,
so
so
I come out of invisibility. Then I
you
fall.
reappear and plow into the ground.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Do
I still have a turn, or is that my turn?
Let me double check hypnotic pattern.
If she takes damage, she comes out of it.
I'm pretty sure
I'm pretty sure it's only if you take damage or get shaken, because, like, I don't even think there's an end of turn save. Because
That
hypnotic
is
pattern
correct.
is
Yeah.
nasty.
Takes a damage,
Yeah,
or
'cause
someone
I
else
think
uses
I'm
action
just
to
Yeah.
shake 3 tires too. So
screwed.
I think my I think what I'm how I think that kind of works out is like your my instinct was that like your turn is to fall, hit the ground, and wake up, and that's your turn this round.
Can I stand up? Can I stand up as a giant eagle? Maybe?
I feel like there's not as much of a distinction between being like prone and being standing as a giant eagle, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm not gonna worry about that condition. You won't have to burn You won't have to burn movement speed next time in order to like take off again.
Okay.
I'm envisioning you sort of just plowed in like face and chest first, so you're already sort of upright as an eagle.
Yeah. Okay.
You're just sort of in your own you're in your own crater. Going down right here.
Then I do nothing as my turn is not there.
Okay, so the giant eagle reappears. That is going to bring us to the like white platinum armor and robed individual who is going to turn around, seeing the giant eagle reappear, and will.
Cat gave Rowan an add your proficiency bonus.
Oh, cool.
Love you.
Okay, I actually think they're just gonna turn around, run over to where the giant eagle is, and try and hit you with their mace. Oh no, sorry, they have a longsword. They're gonna take a swing at you with their longsword on the ground there. 21 to hit.
Yep, I have an AC of 13.
They deal 9 points of slashing damage.
I'm still a giant eagle! Barely! Oh my god.
Alrighty. Squawk. I do not believe clerics get multi-attack.
Nope.
That is what they do. Is they just come over and they slash into you with a sword.
Hey, thanks for the inspiration, chat.
Holy moly! Chat is cheating badly on your guys' favor in this fight.
I know we're about to get fucked up. They're like, how about we?
They're like, how do we help them?
How do we mitigate this?
So this
Because for
final
almost
person,
the entirety of this encounter, I've been sitting there going, "Ooh, pretty colors."
okay, yeah. So the final person here, you guys saw them. They raged essentially is what you saw. I think Nimue is the logical target for this person, as Nimue is right in front of them.
I don't know what you mean.
And is not currently drooling into their own onto their own shirt, like the two others behind her. So this one will run up, and she brings out like a friggin' massive greatsword as she rushes towards you. It is a weapon you can tell Nimue is designed to inflict massive amount of damage when like somebody is hit with it, but it is decidedly a slower weapon than the Naginata.
Okay.
Right.
Alright.
They are gonna take 2 swings at you.
Russell, you got a luck point.
Oh, thanks.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, they hit Nimue for a 20
Oh yeah.
and a crit.
Why did I know I was gonna get crit? Why did I know in my soul I was gonna get crit?
Alright.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Thank God I used second wind.
So the crit does 20 points of slashing damage.
Oh, there goes my second wind.
And the other attack does 9 points of slashing damage. Sorry, 11 points of slashing damage. They're raging.
Okay. Did they reckless on me?
They did not.
Okay. Ouch.
I think that's all they're going to do this turn. Yeah, I think that's all they're going to do this turn. That is their turn, so that will bring us back around to the top of the order. So Nimue, you have just been slammed with this massive sword twice.
Which
You see-
one?
Oop, go ahead.
I was just wondering, who cast hypnotic pattern?
They're like the guy who looks like a stereotypical spellcaster. This guy over here.
Okay. Well, yeah, I gotta try and break his concentration. I need backup. So, the barbarian's probably gonna be irritated. I don't drop my bow, I don't pull out my naginata, I just, like, turn, like, pivot on my heel and aim my 2 arrows at the caster.
Okay, roll the hit.
Okay. That is dirty 20 to hit,
Yes, that hits.
right? Uh, 13 damage on that one.
Alrighty. 13 damage.
Yeah, even higher to hit. $12 damage.
Alright, 13 and 12, respectively.
I can't. I'm gonna pump another telekinetic strike since he's within 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Not his strong suit.
That's another 6 points damage.
His strength saving throw is a 2.
Oh,
Another 6
well,
points, you said?
Yeah, another 6 points.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock him prone.
Okay.
Oh, is this the caster?
Yep.
Okay, I have something set apparently where I can't knock this guy over.
Wow.
But we'll
Is
just remember
hypnotic-
he's prone.
Hypnotic pattern is concentration.
Hypnotic Pattern is concentration, so he's going to have to make some con saves for the hits that he just took. His con save. Is the telekinetic thing like its own individual hit, or is it bonus damage
No,
onto one of the
that's
others?
on top of the second damage. Sorry, so it'd be 12 plus 6.
Okay, so it's still.
So 18. So the DC is still 10 for that
It's
one.
This is
10
going to
for
be
both.
two DC 10 saves.
Yeah.
Alrighty, he has a plus
Hoping I crit, but I didn't.
3 to his con save. He rolls a 12 and a 6.
Oh.
The fractals of spiraling energy in the air shatter and like fall to the ground and dissipating like glittery twirls. Murderbeard, Thixis, Sela the eagle. You guys like snap out. You like the after image, like you had like been staring at the sun, sort of like clears from your vision,
Where'd all the
and
colors
you
go?
are back in action. Very good. Okay.
As my free action, can I pull out Naginata now?
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Very good.
Whew. Worth the gamble.
Alrighty. So I think on this one, because Murderbeard shares initiative with Nimue, I think on this one Murderbeard loses this turn. But we'll be back in action next round. It's the downside of the shared initiative thing is it gets a little fuzzy when you have stuff like that.
Oh, right, gotcha.
We're gonna find if I can
Nimue
find
over
him.
here taking my initiative.
Okay.
I forgot we shared initiative.
What if I just had this guy cast Hypnotic Pattern a second time?
Don't do it.
No, he's not going to.
Reaction, so
get in
fuck
the
you.
Well, that's the thing. You all have your
3
reaction,
hours.
and you guys know
code
the
word.
code word now, so he can't pull the trick a second time. So he's not gonna do that. He is, however,
Kill him.
Kill him now.
He spontaneously combusts.
he does.
Steps on lava and dies.
Yes.
No, he's gonna use.
All of a sudden, the ancient red dragon bursts up through the treasure beneath him and devours him.
Yeah.
Hamlet bursts out of his chest like a chest
Like an alien.
burster. And I was like, aha, I had a plan this whole time.
No, he's actually going to. He's going to use a 4th level spell. Which I'm going to pull up.
I don't like when people use 4th level spells, guys.
I don't either. My insides just died a little.
Okay. So he's uses half of his movement speed to stand up. He gets back up, climbs to his feet, dusts his robes off. He reaches into a bandolier style fanny pack of like spell components that he has, and he pulls out a like stoppered tube that has a small amount of liquid in it. And he like pulls the cork on this liquid, and swipes his hand down the front of his robes, like gathering some of the dust there. He pours the liquid into like the dust in his hand, and then like hurls it into the air. It flies into the air and then like freezes in a pattern that takes shape into a rune. And then he like plunges his hand into it, and it glows with this like cool crystalline blue color. And Phyxis, Murderbeard, and Nimue. There is a like crackle in the air, and then above you, you feel like plink, 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 as a hail of rock-hard ice pounds into the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. So he basically drops this spell like this. I'm gonna say, just because the dimensions are a little bit wonky, it's gonna hit his barbarian friend too. I don't want to get too in the weeds of like where he like, oh, can I drop the spell to not hit my buddy? He knows this person well enough to that you get the sense that he figures she can take it. So he just like pile drives this ice storm spell. I need all of you guys to make a dexterity saving throw.
I am gonna go ahead and use my gifted inspiration from chat.
22.
It was a dex save.
Yep.
23.
Okay.
11.
11. Okay. The 11, and both of you guys were plus 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then his barbarian friend. Okay, so Thyxus, you're going to take full damage. You guys will both take half. Murderbeard, you can probably evade to take none.
I have to ask, though, because there are technically 4 murder beards right now. How are we resolving that?
This is an area of effect spell, not a spell that targets you,
But
so
if they
you're...
take
What if they
damage,
take
they're
damage,
destroyed.
They're destroyed.
Oh, then they're fucked.
Because they mirror my movement, though. So if I saved, are they also able to leap out of the way?
Yeah, do you have evasion?
I thought you have
Yes.
evasion.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, 'cause then
so
you
he
would
wouldn't
take
take
no
any
damage.
damage.
4 murder
That's-
beards would move at once.
The
if they
question is,
mirror
do
my
the
action.
mirror images also get the benefits of that evasion?
I don't know, that's up to you, I guess.
That's a good question.
This is a very like niche case for this
Yeah.
spell.
Mm-hmm.
A duplicate can be destroyed only by an attack that hits it. It
So the
ignores all other damaging effects.
Area of effect does nothing to a mirror. Okay, so they're fine.
Oh, look
So
at that.
it's a moot point. We don't have to worry about that. Good.
All right.
Okay.
So
Sick.
4 murder beards.
So 4 murder beards still.
They do all 4
murder
do
beard.
sweet action rolls, though.
Murderbeard Prime, you and Nimue are both going to take half damage. Thyxus, you take full damage. So I rolled fantastically low.
Thank the
You
good
take
Lord.
So Thyxus,
Right?
Thyxus, you take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. And
13 cold damage.
ooh, I am
So-
so conscious.
So Nimue and Murderbeard,
Barely, but
you
I'm
guys take
still conscious.
5 bludgeoning and 6 cold. Or Murderbeard, you take none if you evade.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay.
11. I'm gonna. I'm getting low, so I'm gonna try and reduce the damage.
Okay.
Okay, I reduce it by 6, so I take 6. No, I take 5.
He's going to use his movement to move over by this person. Okay, that is his turn. Thyxus and Rowan, you guys are up. Thyxus, you are ready to roll.
Rowan, you take it first.
Oh god. I look at him in front of me. I'm just breathing from the attacks and from all the chaos, and I just go, you know, I thought we could talk this through. But I guess we just fucking can't, can we? And 2 swings with Shikai.
All right, roll the hit.
He smited me. That was it. He did not let it go. So
He that smited shall in turn be smited.
oh, he's gonna be mad. Cause Shikai's gonna do a shiny smite without me having to use a spell slot.
Oh, did you crit?
Funny. I
Hell
did.
yeah!
This is revenge. This is Naporian revenge, and
Oh my
I'm
god,
ready.
smite.
Okay. I have to do math now. Hold, please. I can't do math. Everyone.
Wait,
goes
are you
Yes.
Are you smiting?
Chat, indeed,
Yeah,
she
it's my
has
auto.
kicked him in the giblets.
It
Yes,
auto
chat.
smite. So I do Shikai damage double,
like
and then
a
it
hockey
smites.
game.
Can you pump up the smite with extra spell slots? Because you literally
I don't.
kill him.
This is like in a hockey game with a home team scores. It's like.
It just, so the notes on this say when you score a critical hit with this weapon, you may
Can't do
use
that
your
with
Divine
mine.
Smite feature without expending a spell slot.
My intention with
My
that
base
is that it's
lowest
like you get
level.
like a base level. You get a
Yeah,
base
yeah.
level smite.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna roll my damage first, and then I'm gonna do the smite damage.
Alrighty.
I don't know how to do math. I don't know how to do anything. I had a
Mm.
conversation planned, and it's not happening now. Oh, F this guy. Oh my god. I can't. Okay, I was making sure I had the right number of dice for smite too. Please hold. Okay, 18 damage, that's doubled.
Okay.
With the Chikai, and then my smite damage is 7.
Okay.
Because it's 2d8.
All right.
And that's my first hit.
Okay.
And I will swing again. And this time, wait, hold on. Let me look at tabletop sim really quick. Where are we? I want it to be like pressing him back towards the lava a little bit.
Okay.
So just visually, that's what I'm thinking. You can feel free to move us around as you please, sir. And I'm gonna swing again. That's a 19 on the dice, so that's gonna hit again. My dice are mad at him too.
Yeah. That will hit.
That's a 10 on the dice, and screw him. I'm smiting him.
All right. Double
so
smite.
angry. $15 smite damage.
All right. So it was 18 and 7 for the first.
Yes.
10 and 15, you said?
Yes, I can't do math. 15. I
Okay.
can't do math, Matt.
That's 5-0 total across all of those.
Cool.
And if that, I'm trying to like push him away on like that last like if I'm like jabbing into him, I'm like kind of like shouldering him.
Okay.
Away a little.
There is a mechanical like way to shove, which you can't do having used your double attacks.
I know.
But narratively, like you, what
Uh-oh.
just happened?
Tabletop sim reset. Something. I spun around.
I tried to undo a line I drew and everything reset.
So you sort of like,
Yeah.
you press into him. You are, like driving him back as you guys like exchange like this flurry of blows. Eventually you like bat the his longsword aside, and bring Shikai around. Your blade singing through the air with this swipe of divine magic. It slashes into him once, twice. As it hits him, you hear him like grunt as he takes damage. But you also hear something a little odd. Make an insight check.
I know him pretty well. Does that help me at all?
A perception check probably makes more sense. You're not reading something on him. You're reading something different.
Wait, perception?
Perception.
Oh, same thing anyway. 17.
As your magically charged blade hits this armor that he's wearing, there's this like odd sort of reverberation to whatever the metal of this armor is, and it almost seems to like the impact of the radiant magic seems to like ripple out across the surface of the armor and like dissipate across the surface of the armor. You don't get the sense that like your hit didn't affect him, but you get the sense that like the armor
is doing something.
Is like almost as like it's eating the magic. To put a visual in your head, when like Black Panther gets a bunch of guys like wail on Black Panther and his suit like absorbs all the it's like that type of deal.
Okay. After I hit him for the second time, I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, I trusted you. I would have died for you, and now for the second time you've swung at me before talking to me. Just stop.
And almost as if to like punctuate you're like, stop. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Boy.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
actually rolled good this time. 17.
19.
Also, well, I rolled a 19, but it's a 25.
Okay. The entire volcano shakes. Like, rocks fall from high above, and they're like,
Everyone dies.
there's like a missile comes down, hits like a pile of treasure, and gold like flies everywhere. Sela, you lose your footing and you fall prone. The barbarian of their group also falls prone. The rest of you are like, "Ugh," stagger, but manage to stay on your feet. That was Rowan. Before our mysterious friend responds, Thyxis, what are you gonna do with your turn?
I do not have tabletop sim open. So,
Okay.
Matt, can you tell me how many of these friends of ours are within 40 feet of each other?
Probably like these three guys. Because this guy specifically backed away, and he's way over here.
So, like,
How
all
about-
of them except for the friend guy?
The ranger is out of range of
The
like his
ranger
others,
and my guy are
and
away.
her guy are out of range. These three, the cleric, the wizard, and the barbarian, are all in 40 feet of each other.
Okay.
Like right up
Thyxis,
where you guys are.
basically what happens is you don't see Thyxis at first. You see this big chunk of ice. Thyxis kind of slowly like pulls off of himself, and he's got blood leaking down the side of his head. And he's like, oh, you know what? I'm having a real rough go. Let's slow things down a bit. And I pull out my orb and I start casting, and you see this green ethereal grandfather clock start floating in front of me. And as it twists in front of me, the minute hand begins to slowly turn to where it's noon. And the door opens in the front of the clock, and this bird starts to slowly come out like it's going to squawk. But Thyxis quickly takes a finger and puts it in front of the bird and goes, shh. And I cast slow on those three individuals.
What level spell is this?
Oh no. This is a 3rd level spell.
You cast out this magic, and you feel this like wave of slow magic go, and it dissipates to nothingness a foot in front of your face, as you see the wizard from across.
Look at my orb and I start shaking it. Why now? Why now?
He flings out like an indiscriminate wave of like counter resonant magic that strikes your slow spell and dispels it. He counterspells you.
I glare in his direction. Do I got somebody standing right next to me?
You're pretty close to like Murderbeard and Nimue.
I mean, like enemy wise.
Oh no, not really.
I'd go hide behind Murderbeard and his Murderbeard minions.
Well, that was.
Okay.
I don't know if you've moved, but originally we were summoned around in a circle around Thyxis. So we could. Just...
Well, I want to get behind Murderbeard.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in
I
among
limp-
the
I
you're in
limp
among the
back into that
Murderbeards.
position.
You're a protective barrier.
I get up, like dragging one of my legs back behind Murderbeard.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yep, it
Then
drops down
that
if you
is
want full coverage, though.
that is gonna bring us back to this guy over here. And as Rowan says her bit, he is going to return the favor with two additional attacks of his own. Both of them are above 20. I assume they hit.
Yep.
And he will smite on his second one again. So 12 points of slashing damage from the first attack, and
Okay.
then 9 points of slashing damage from the second attack, and then he is going to, let me check his spell slots. He is going to smite. Okay. He's going to hit you for an additional 32 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
With his smite. And he says, through kind of gritted, frustrated teeth, he says, "And just like last time, I've been trying to tell you, just stay out of the way. I don't have time." And he is going to dart off in the direction of one of the like piles of gold.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Invoking an attack of opportunity, should you so choose.
19 on the dice.
Whoo, yeah, that hits.
Keep rolling for me, dude. 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
How does he look?
Not
From what I can.
not
From how he's moving, maybe.
he's moving in a way that does not indicate to you that you have inflicted any serious damage to him.
Got it.
Okay. As that initial like rumble like kind of fades, it doesn't go back to nil. Like the ground is now like gently shaking, and you guys notice that the temperature has risen several degrees in the last few seconds in this chamber. That is his turn. The ranger is following his lead, is going to like strafe this way as well, following towards the loot that he's going towards. He's going to take another 2 shots at Rowan with his longbow. Those I think are both going to miss. Those are not great, either of those rolls. Does a 17 misses you, right?
No, that hits.
Oh, it does. Okay, then one of them will hit you.
Okay.
All right. You are going to take 12 points of piercing damage. That's going to be all he does on his turn. Sela, that brings us to you. You are currently prone, still a big bird.
Barely. Yeah,
Barely.
so okay, so there's like a couple of like weird rules things that okay, so like normally to stand up from prone it takes half of your movement speed, but I have a different speed for walking than I do for flying as a giant eagle. So does that just take half of my like flying speed if I'm going to get up and start flying, or does it take half of my like walking speed?
I'm gonna say like if your plan is to get up and fly, it's gonna take half your fly speed.
Okay. And then the other weird rules thing that I wanted to ask about is for grappling, you can use the attack action to make a grapple attack, but if you have multiple attacks with the attack action, it replaces one of them, and I have multi-attack as a giant eagle. Do I get 1 grapple or 2? If I have if I have 2 attacks with multi-attack.
One more time.
So in order to grapple, it takes an attack action to do that. But if you have multiple attacks with the attack action, you can replace one of them.
You can replace one of your attacks with grapple.
Okay. So I would like to get up. Oh, chair.
I'm here. I'm just
Okay. I want to
adjusting
get
the
up.
thing beneath my chair.
I want to get up and try to grapple the wizard.
Okay. You get up and you try to grapple the wizard.
So he has to. They have to make
Testing strength save.
an athletics or acrobatics check against my athletics check,
Okay.
which I'm gonna use my advantage on because I just rolled like dog shit. Yes. Okay. Oh my god. So my athletics, 21.
Okay. So an athletics or an acrobatics.
Yes.
Okay. I'm finally gonna use my nat 20.
No.
Because if I don't do it, I won't remember it. He is gonna use a nat 20 to give him a 22 acrobatics check as he dodge rolls. He does a murder beard dodge roll out of the way
Oh no.
of
Okay.
the grapple.
Can I?
Derek,
can I
if you're in
use-
chat, you did this.
Can I
You
use-
did
5
this.
weeks ago.
Can I use my other attack action to try to grapple him?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Even better. 18, 19, 20, 21, 23.
He cannot beat that even if he got another nat 20. The best he could do is a
Okay.
22.
I would like
so you get him
to-
the second time. You get him with your
I would like
talon.
to pick this man up as I'm flying.
Okay.
And how far is 40 feet? The most direct path over the lava. I wanna
You
get as far
can't.
over the
You're
lava
not
as
close enough to
possible.
get to lava from where you are. Consider
Okay, well-
consider this. So like if I zoom out here, this map that you're
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
If you were to extend this like this,
Yeah,
you're on
oh,
like
this is-
this.
The
this
island
is
is more than 40 feet in diameter in radius.
the whole play area that I have given you guys here is like here. Let me do a little drawing real quick. So if you imagine like I can't draw on the space outside, but imagine like off the edge of the table over here is where the lava is, and this whole thing that you are on is this like ring that has been like carved into, and this is like to scale. You guys are like several hundred feet from any lava.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna start flying straight up.
Okay.
Or I'm just going straight up, and I mean I'm gonna be going like towards the closest bit of lava, but like
Okay.
with the goal of going up.
Cool.
And I'm just taking this man for a ride.
Did her?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
God damn it. Discord. Please.
Yeah, so because I had to spend half my movement to get up, I have 40 feet of movement.
Okay. So you fly
40
40 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, technically I can only, because moving a
You can only go 20
grapple-
because you have to move him.
but I am, oh, no, yeah, because I'm large. Okay, so I only go 20
You
feet.
go 20 feet up. Okay, no problem.
Am I
No
large?
problem.
Giant eagle? Yeah. And then bonus actions? Jesus, what can I do? Nothing. I can do
Okay.
nothing. Actually,
Alrighty.
no, I can do something. I'm going to expend a spell slot to heal myself with Combat Wild Shape.
Hell yes, I
Ooh,
love that.
cool.
I am going to use a first level spell slot. I've never done this before, and I've never seen anyone do this
It's so
before.
cool.
And I'm going to heal myself 1d8.
Cool.
I get 7 HP back.
Nice.
No, I'm still not doing great. That's my turn.
All right, very cool. Okay. Then here is what happens next. The clerical person, the person you guys have taken to be a cleric of Nasum, kind of like looks up as you fly off with her wizard friend. And
Yep. I'm in danger.
yeah,
It's okay, you know.
she looks up, and she goes, "You good?" And he goes, "From this height, yeah." And she goes, "Very well. And then she is going to lifts from her her belt in her offhand that doesn't have her longsword in it. She lifts like a caduceus, like a winged staff with like intertwined serpents. And she is going to cast a spell at you, Sela. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, okay, so like 20 feet is like right here. Oh my god, the eagle is going crazy. Okay.
FYI, Matt, the cameras are all bonkers.
Oh, I had to click back in to get Christy to come back.
Saving
Sorry.
throws.
My
Okay, I don't
bee.
have anything special. Alright, big boy. We're gonna roll the big boy. Okay. Not okay. No, it's not. It's a 14.
Okay.
It's not gonna be okay. It's okay, I'm grappling him.
So,
When she falls, does she smush the wizard to death?
I'm not actually sure she's gonna uneagle here.
I might uneagle.
No, I'll explain why in a second. Because here's what has happened. The spell that she has cast upon you is harm.
Okay.
So you are going to take, as you failed the saving throw, you are going to take 14d6 necrotic damage, which I'm going to roll on my app.
Yo, guys! Guys, that's a really high level spell.
Now here's the thing about harm, and how I'm not sure if it's going to interact. How I'm not sure how it interacts with the wild shape. Because harm, so you're going to take, you would take 53 points of necrotic damage, which I assume is enough to uneagle you by quite a wide margin.
Yeah, I had 12 or 14 hit points or something like that.
However, the damage of harm cannot reduce the hit points of something below 1.
Oh.
So, what I'm not sure with this spell is whether or not you get uneagled, continue to eat the rest of that damage, but can't get dropped below 1, or whether it can only drop your eagle form to 1.
That's curious.
Looking. I don't. I don't know. Everything that I'm Googling is like about other, like, if casting spells during wild shape.
The way that I kind of interpret this, right, is you don't drop to 0 hit points as a wild shape when you get unwild shaped. Like, you go 1 and then your normal hit points.
So you're not technically dropping below 1.
So my thought, and maybe we can do a deep dive on this later, and I'll write you a formal apology if it turns out I'm wrong. But my thought is that you're going to get uneagled and take the rest of that necrotic damage to your normal form.
Okay, so how much damage was it?
Let me open my thing again. It was, oh no, it disappeared. It was like 50...
54?
54 or 55.
53. It was 53. I wrote it
We'll
down.
call it 53.
Oh, good.
It was 53.
So I was panicking.
Brittany wrote it down. It counts.
42?
Okay.
It was 12.
So,
Oh, yeah,
but then with the
6.
hit point maximum drop, does my hit point maximum drop by 53, or does it drop by the remaining amount of
By the
damage that I take in my regular form?
Again, I don't know, but I think since I'm going to be a bully on the one aspect of it, I'll be nice on the other aspect. You only lose the maximum hit point allotment for what your normal form took.
That's still not great. Okay. Override
And
max
and now
HP modifier minus 41.
Yikes. You are now
okay.
20 feet in the air.
Uh-huh. I'm holding on to that guy.
Sort of holding on to a guy.
He's extremely grappled.
Here's
If there's one thing that I do, it's
here's
like
the
grapple
thing.
the
He
fuck
was
out
in
of
your
this man.
he was in your eagle claw, so you're now holding him with your feet.
Ugh.
I mean, jujitsu, that can work. Like, you can fuck him up and just, like, squish him with your thighs. It's fine.
Oh, man.
Goodness. Okay. That is the cleric's turn.
Mhm.
The barbarian is gonna go now.
Do we fall?
Not yet. On your turn, we'll
Okay.
resolve that.
Okay.
On the barbarian's turn, she's gonna get up. She is going to take 2 swings at Nimue. A pair of natural ones.
Whoa, snake eyes!
Snake eyes.
Damn.
She. A pair of natural ones. I
Who's over
think.
shoelaces falls in the lump.
Slices her own leg off.
I think what happens is she. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Explode.
She's gonna frenzy. She's gonna make an extra attack as a bonus action. It's a fucking 2 on it. Here's what happens. So, she gets up. She swings. Nimue, you've clocked this weapon now. Like, this is a weapon designed for power and not for agility. So you, like, parry the first one, dodge the second one. In this, like, rage that she's in, you see, like, a vein in her forehead goes, like, and she overextends herself badly to take, like, a third swing at you. And you like, butt her cross guard of her sword with your naginata, and her sword flies out of her hands. That is her punishment for 2 nat 1s and a 2 in one turn.
So cool.
She loses her greatsword. That's gonna be her turn. Top of the order, Nimue and Murderbeard. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. At the bottom of the order here, everybody make another dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it's like nat 19, 24.
I'll just tell you, the
Seven.
DC is 15. Anybody who doesn't beat a 15 falls down again.
Okay,
All right.
still up.
Fikes
They're
falls over.
fine.
No, I'm in the
Actually,
air.
Sela and the wizard don't have to make it because they're in the air.
Cool, because I rolled up 14.
All of the bad guys make it. Nobody fell down that time, or Stykes fell down?
I fell down.
Okay, so just Stykes falls prone again. This rumbling is, like, really accelerating at this point. You see, like, a huge piece of stone falls from, like, high above somewhere in this like magma shaft, and like rockets past the abyss, and deep below. You guys hear a, like, distinctive, like, sploosh of it hitting not, like, stone deep beneath, but what, based on the, like, angry glow emanating from over the edge, you assume is now lava. That happens at the end of the turn. Now it is Nimue and Murderbeard's turn.
Captain Go, I'm still debating if I want to do this.
Question.
Yes.
How far away is Rowan? From where I am?
Probably, like, 60 feet-ish.
Cool. I'm gonna move all the way.
I'm planning to come back.
Well,
You don't know
that's
that.
fine. But I'm gonna. I still have my boots of speed activated, so I can get
Boots
there.
of speed.
But there's people around you.
Yeah, but there's 4 of me. And
Oh, right.
they have disadvantage with the boots and the mirror, so like double disadvantage. So I'm gonna move. Essentially, the 4 of us are gonna go surround.
You actually
Surround-
don't
oh,
take
okay.
an attack of opportunity because the barbarian doesn't currently have a weapon, and the cleric is not going to take the opportunity. She has her eyes on her companion above. She just lets you go.
The 4 Murderbeards meat shield zone. And then I'm gonna take a shot at that. This is the big dude, right? The big bad
Yep.
dude. Alright, he's gonna get a shot directly taken at his face. And he's gonna get crit.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Nice.
It's not gonna be a sneak attack. But it's gonna be something. If I had crit on a sneak attack.
Would have been something.
So it's 11 points of straight damage. Do you want me to? Are you doubling
22.
that? Do you want me to? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. You thunk an arrow into him. He kind of like staggers and looks back, realizes it wasn't Rowan that shot him with an arrow. And he's like, and then goes back to
Oh, God.
like
Gross, bitch.
rummaging through rummaging through a pile of gold and stuff. Did Nimue, did you do something yet?
Not
No,
yet.
Nimue. No, so no, you're up, Nimue.
Okay. I don't know how this works. But I'm gonna pull the Patch of Destiny.
It's just a gun.
Interesting.
Bye.
It is a gun.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how this works. I don't know if I get to like ask for something.
No, so here's
or...
here is how this works.
Okay.
This is
You-
good.
You rip the patch on your cloak, your robe of useful items, your cloak of useful
Yeah.
items.
Yeah.
Patch that was explained to you. It is a patch that contains something and nothing until the moment that you remove the patch. And at the moment that you remove the patch, the thing that you are in dire need of in that moment will be given to you.
Uh-huh.
Nimue, you rip the patch from the robe, and it comes free, and it's like, it's not a flat, singular piece of, like, fabric. As it pulls free, it is now like a bag, essentially.
Okay.
You know, it's small,
Yeah.
like, the size of, like,
Okay.
right, you rip
Yeah.
it free, and it, like, kind of clinks like like there's glass in it. And you open it up, and there are
Drugs. It's drugs.
4
Big old bag of drugs.
potion bottles in it. You, like, eyeball one of them,
Uh-huh.
and it has a little label on it, and it says water breathing.
What? Do they all say water breathing on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Put it back on and rip it off again. See what else happens.
Do you want to take any?
I was hoping it would be.
Do you want to take any movements or
But okay.
or whatever else? That's what you pull out right now.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I was hoping for a portal. So yeah, Nimue just starts cursing in Naporian. Okay, and you said there's only 4?
There are 4. I see Russell typing something in chat right now.
Okay, fuck. That was my action to pull it, right?
That, yes, is your action to pull it. So you have bonus action, movement.
Alright. I I gotta trust the patch of destiny. I'm gonna down it as my bonus action. Down one of them as my bonus
Alright.
action.
You down a potion of water breathing.
Um,
You don't feel any different right now as you're
No,
not
I
underwater,
know.
but you know that you have consumed the.
Always trust the patch of destiny.
Barbarian doesn't.
Michael says
have-
that whenever he trims up his soul patch.
I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna get to Thixus and hand Thixus the one of the bottles.
Okay.
What is this?
Drink it.
Water-
I don't know, but
water-
just drink it.
Water breathing? I need like immunity to lava.
Lava breathing potion.
Lava breathing. It's the best
You
label.
can breathe the lava, but it doesn't stop you from
Right.
taking.
So you can
fire
you
damage.
can use your movement. Oh, you don't actually have to because you're next to Thixus. So you can hold that at him. He can take it on his turn. But all right. Very good. Then that is going to bring us to our wizard friend, who is currently being grappled by Sela in the air, and you guys reach the you like bamf back into a person as you were like ascending, and you guys like go up and hit like the zenith of your like fall and start to like fall again. And let me just probably should have checked this before I banked such a sweet play. He's gonna use a bonus action. And he goes, he like kind of looks at you as you're like scrabbling onto each other, and he goes like, "Good luck." And then he goes like, and he misty steps and reappears standing on the ground next to his cleric friend.
At least he used the spell slot.
He did use a spell
it.
slot. And then he is going to use his movement speed to go this way. That is all he's going to do with his turn. Thixus and Rowan, that brings us to you guys. As we continue here, at the like end, Rowan, of your turn. So like Thixus and Rowan, you're not going to be affected by this, but like going forward, movement is going to be considered difficult terrain along the ground, as the shaking has become so bad that it is like difficult to like run across this the ground is like rocky and uneven, and I feel it sucks that I was not able to represent it in Tabletop Simulator. I cannot impress upon you how fucking full of treasure this whole area is. You're like tripping over goblets, and like golden breastplates are like falling across your path. There is like you're running through like a hoarder's den of like treasure as you're in an earthquake. Essentially, is the scenario that you guys find yourselves in right now. But Thixus and Rowan, it is your turn.
I smile at Captain and I go, "Oh, I freaking love you guys," and I'm going to heal myself because things are dicey, and then I'm going to start running towards Nimue and Thixus.
Okay, so you're running back.
Yeah.
All right.
Like with a smile, like Captain, like I'm sorry you ran over here, but thank you. But like we need to get back to them. Like I'm nervous. And that's my turn.
Okay. Thixus, what are you doing?
Thixus, being knocked prone by the shaking ground, looks at Nimue above him, holding out this potion labeled water breathing.
Trust me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to trust me?
I trust you. I just don't know if I trust the patch of destiny. I grab it, uncork it, and drink it, and then throw the glass as far back over my shoulder as I can.
That's rude.
Doesn't go far.
Smashes behind him.
It doesn't go far. That's right.
Actually, make
And
make an athletics check.
Oh no.
Like just about to throw something farther than he's ever thrown in his life.
Athletics -1. That is a 7.
It's a respectable throw, but it doesn't break when it hits the ground. It just kind of goes like ping, 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 and like rolls slowly to a stop. This is really unsatisfying.
So
4 of the 6 seconds of my turn, I'm just staring into Nimwe's eyes, waiting for the glass to shatter
As
behind
it
me.
rolls.
And when it
Do
never
a slow
does,
stop.
Spikes his shoulder at the rolling glass and goes back. I'm like,
I don't even look back. I just sigh, and then I wipe the blood that's dripping off of my mouth, and I look beyond you, Nimue, and I say, "Those guys." And I slide over about 10 feet, and Phyxis ditches the orb, and you see his eyes glow red. As he begins to speak in those weird undertones that you've heard him do before. And I'm actually going to meta magic and twin spell one of my racial spells. And I'm going to shoot Ray of Sickness at the cleric and the mage.
Okay, what's your range and Ray of Sickness, just to make sure our mage is still in range?
60 feet.
You should be fine.
Okay.
Alrighty, so they have to make saves, or is this a to
No,
hit
I have to
spell?
roll for these. These are to hit
Okay.
spells. First one on the cleric is a 16 to hit.
Believe. Hang on.
higher AC than me.
16 hits AC.
Nice. All right. And the second one on the mage is... Oh, that's only a 15.
15 still hits.
Oh. All right. So they are going to each take 3d8 poison damage. And they also need to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
The cleric takes 20 points of poison damage.
Okay.
I rolled really good on that.
20.
And the mage takes 18 points of poison damage.
Okay. Plus. Okay.
GG.
Alrighty. And then
Okay.
con saves, you said, right?
Yeah.
DC 16.
Yes. DC
Alright.
16
The
for both.
cleric is going to make a con save of 10 and fail. The wizard gets a 16.
That's going to succeed.
I just have to make
Unless
sure
they have a negative.
con save, right?
Con, yep.
No, they're fine. So they have a 19.
Okay, so
they get a 19. Cleric fails.
So the cleric is considered poisoned until the end of
Okay.
his next turn.
All right, PSN. So she turns a little like green around the gills, like she gets hit with this spell. Okay. Very good. All right. Then it is going to be Jaboy's turn over here. He kind of like runs pretty far, and he like basically like dives. He like runs and skids down to his knees and like plunges both of his hands into like a big pile of treasure at the other side of this chamber. That is his turn. Oh, actually, he'll use an action to. He's also going to heal himself. He's going to lay on hands himself for whatever the maximum amount of lay on hands of himself he can do. Lay on hands. Okay. Actually, no, he doesn't need to use his maximum. He'll do 50 points. Okay. Alrighty. That is his turn. This guy is going to... He's gonna take a shot at not being able to resist the like clay pigeon situation. He's gonna take a shot at Sela in the air, which is an 18 plus things to hit.
Yep. Yes.
Hang on. I have too many character sheets up. There he is. You take 13 points of piercing damage. You still conscious?
Barely. Like,
Okay.
Barely.
He knocks a second arrow and like begins lining the shot down when there is a sharp no, and he turns and looks over his shoulder to where Rowan's person is like rummaging in the treasure. He's like looking back over his shoulder, and the archer like and readjusts and shoots at Murderbeard instead. And that one, he misses. His hastily retimed shot just sails wide over Murderbeard. Okay. That is his turn. Sela, it is your turn. You're about to fall.
I have a question about
Go ahead.
that. Given where she is on the map, where you dropped her token, can I try to catch her as a reaction?
Oh, yo, okay, because listen, I'm about to do something. I'm about to ask if I can do something.
I will...
I want to can I polymorph before I hit the ground? I want to cast polymorph on myself before I
will
hit the
let
ground.
you guys... Let's see.
If you're gonna let her polymorph and she wants to do that, that's cool. If you're not, I want to catch her. I will roll whatever you want me to roll, but I will try to catch her. Considering where you dropped her, I was gonna...
polymorphs into.
Huh? I don't know if that will let us get away with both.
I don't know if I'm gonna... I need to know if I can cast polymorph on myself before I hit the ground. Because if I don't...
Well, it's a spell, and the spell takes 6 seconds, and if you're taking less than 6 seconds to the ground,
Yeah.
What I'm trying to figure out is...
I really showed up to this session and said, hey, how can we flex all of the rules in D&D that nobody likes in one session?
Is polymorph is a full action?
Yes, it does. It takes an action to cast.
I think the casting time is the maker.
It doesn't. I don't know. Falling. It just says
I let the other guy. I let the other guy bonus action, Misty Step. So I am inclined to let you polymorph and let God sort it out later.
Awesome. As I'm falling and I see Rowan about to run towards me, I just shake my head and I polymorph into a giant ape.
Jesus, a giant ape!
Yeah.
I fucking throw my hands back.
But it's not like a giant gorilla. It's basically like a mandrill, like the really mean ones. But it's like a huge
I get the hell away
creature,
from
so
it.
it's like 15 feet tall.
So
and
instead
it
of
has
falling, you
157 hit points.
just grow downward
Donkey
until your
Kong.
feet touch the ground as a
I mean,
giant monkey.
I think I still might take fall damage, but
awesome.
yeah, I polymorph into a giant ape.
Okay, you turn into a giant ape. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no, only 146 hit points now.
Yo,
What
nerf
will I
druid, nerf druid OP.
Except that now I'm really dumb now. And I also this is the thing is because it's a polymorph. I can't wild shape into this because it's a polymorph. All of my stats, including mental, are now of the giant ape, which is
Sela of the ape. Okay.
Fiction Designs
Very
just
good.
said Lanky King Kong ? But I read it as Larry King Kong, and now I can't stop imagining that. Hello and welcome to 60 Bananas. I'm Larry King Kong.
Christ. Very good. So the cleric is up now and is going to back well away from the giant ape.
Yeah, because I shriek in its face, and because it's a giant like mandrill. It has like the big fangs, but I feel like it's also like a dire one, so it has like bones like coming out of its like base, and I screech at them all.
She looks at you, turn into a giant ape as you hit the ground. She goes like, "Oh, this simply will not do. I need you to make a. Hang on. Check what kind of save it is. You need to make a charisma saving throw.
She gets a +3 though. You have a roll well. And you have a +3 because you're near me.
Okay, cool. So then I have a +1 total because giant apes have a -2.
So just roll really well.
I
just do it. Because I said so.
No.
Damn it.
6.
She like backs away. You're like, "No!" And she goes, "Mm-mm." And she banishes you. Sela just goes with like a. Sela disappears.
Hey, at least I'm safe. For now.
So Sela, we'll put Sela over here for now. Also, I don't know if I have a giant ape miniature. I have a werebear.
Yeah, give me that.
I'm gonna be werebear.
Oh, he's a. Oh.
He's a little bit bigger than that. And also, he's banished. So he immediately goes away. Okay.
He's bigger than
that happens. The barbarian is going to kind of like turn, survey the situation. She pulls out a pair of hand axes, having had her sword knocked from her hands. And she is going to sidestep the group of you and go this way, and this way, and put herself between the wizard and you guys. Sort of, as best she can. That is her turn. Here, fortunately for y'all, is what happens next as we reach the end of this initiative. The rumbling, which has been increasing in frequency, grows to a fever pitch. The temperature inside of this volcano has grown to a nearly unbearable heat. There is like waves of distortion in the air of heat coming off of the like metal objects in this hoard of treasure as they are like absorbing the ambient heat. Rocks continue to fall. You hear a massive like tectonic crack somewhere deep beneath where you all stand. And there is a surge of molten lava that geysers up through that central chamber. It splashes back down, some of it coming like precariously close to where the armored acquaintance of Rowan is like rummaging through treasure here. Though he does not pause. If anything, he like increases the frequency of his searching. All of you are essentially like, if not knocked flat, like flat prone, knocked to the point where you have to like put a hand on the ground to steady yourself. Essentially, the fight comes to a halt as something begins to climb out of the volcano. You hear something rises, growing closer and closer. As it crests the edge of the lip of the platform that you're standing on, it looks almost like a swell of you've ever seen like something rising up out of like the ocean, but it is magma. This like swell of lava rises up, and then the tension breaks and it falls away. And what greets you is a long, elongated head with these like curved, swirling, arched, bony spikes, a long, curved neck leading down to these hulking shoulders, a pair of like massive clawed hands that have come from the body that have pulled themselves up, and you see, shaking off bits of molten rock, a pair of large, leathery wings. A scaled, red, reptilian creature, believed to have been extinct 2,000 years ago when Nossum Silverleaf slayed Silarax the Black. A dragon emerges into the chamber.
Just for my own, Brittany, curiosity, is the cleric or my buddy freaking out because this goes right in the face of their religion right now?
No.
Damn it.
Make an insight check, in fact.
Wow, that thing is massive on the map.
It is so huge.
It is the single large, like it is the scale that this thing is to your guys' minis is intentional. It is colossal. It takes the entire center of the inside of this volcano. It dwarfs like the biggest buildings in the biggest cities some of you have seen. It is gargantuan. What is your insight check there, Rowan?
19 insight.
Rowan, not only do they not freak out, I mean, they don't look happy about it.
Yeah.
But you don't get the sense that they are surprised that this thing is here. You think they knew it was here.
Oh, good. That's worse.
Let me rearrange your guys' tokens to the best approximation I can of like where everybody was. Y'all were kind of like this. Murderbeard is like here-ish. Rowan is here-ish. Yeah, that's good. Seal is currently banished. This thing comes up out of the ground, and it like turns a head that is the size of you can't even like compare it to it dwarfs buildings, dwarfs like the home that you grew up in, and it turns one massive slitted ember eye and like surveys the chamber, and it lets out this, it like takes in this breath and exhales, and a voice that shakes the very stone of the volcano emanates through the chamber as you hear,
"Who dares interrupt my slumber? You should not have come here, pathetic mortals."
Rowan got bardic inspiration.
Good.
Is there anyone standing near Thixus right now?
Nimue?
Nimue. How about any of the bad guys? Are they standing near me?
No, they have like retreated
Okay.
sort of away from you, but closer to. I need all of you, by the way, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ugh.
Me too.
Well, you're banished. So you're actually okay
Yeah.
until you come back.
Nice.
I'm just hanging out.
The safety of the abyss.
I'm literally just vibing.
That's a 7.
Plus, are you close enough to me for a +3?
17.
No, you're not.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not.
You're not.
I also got a 17.
I got a 25.
Rowan, you are the only one that succeeds then. The rest of you, like, your heart is like gripped with a terror that cuts you to the bone.
Valid.
You feel your legs go to jelly. You're struggling even to comprehend the scale of something this large and this old.
I whimper and hide behind Nimue.
The other group do not seem to be affected, such as you guys are. Again, they do not look happy by the fact that like they are still here and this thing has like climbed up here. But like you do not see them grappling with the physical terror of being in proximity to this creature. It looks down at all of you, and it says,
My faithful servants, put in place measures to allow me to slumber in peace long ago. Who dares wake me now?
I point to Rowan.
Satisfy me with your answer. Satisfy my curiosity, and perhaps I will burn you to death quickly.
you guys
behind
you guys all
Nimue,
pointed at that guy.
Yeah, behind Nimue, Thixus is trying to dig a hole in the treasure to hide in.
Can we do anything? Say anything? Like what's
You can
going
do whatever
on?
you want. Yeah, I'm assuming we're sort of in like a narrative pause to like initiative. So like, feel free to kind of do stuff if you want at this point.
Oh god.
But does a minute go by?
Yeah, has a minute gone by?
No. Unfortunately, a minute doesn't quite go by.
How much time has gone by? Just out of pure curiosity.
Let's call it 30 seconds.
Okay. I'm the only one not terrified of my friends, and they all are just like they're not happy, but they're not freaking out.
Yeah.
They're not saying anything to this dragon right now.
No, they are like closing ranks, the group of them, and backing towards the head honcho there. Like obviously looking, I mean, essentially like up at this thing's like maw that is gazing down at all of you. But they're looking at it, they're looking at you guys, and they are casting like glances towards him as he continues to like sort of the one sound besides this dragon's like in this chamber is the like clatter of treasure being sifted as he's still looking through that pile.
I don't know if I should say anything or not.
I say that fucker is trying to probably control you. I don't know what he's looking for. But you
Yeah,
should talk to him.
As Nimue starts talking, I like kind of like shake out of it because I see him still digging,
Yeah.
and I just go, "We were sent here by your followers to stop them from doing this, to stop them from waking you. He's a betrayer to me and my friends from long ago, and now he's awoken you for his own greed. Look at him digging in your hoard. Look what he's doing to your home. We touched nothing but what we had to get down here to stop him. They're fine. We've been almost dead up here trying to stop them from waking you, and I'm sorry we failed. But we're doing everything we can, and we will get them out of here if you let us.
You, human, would plunder my hoard.
There you go.
That human would.
And you, too useless to stop them. Of little consequence when you all burn.
And at this point, however,
At that point, I'm
he
going to say to
finally.
him,
Oh, he
before
stands
anything
up.
happens. Okay, but
Okay, go
before it goes, I'm just going to say, as long as he burns first and I get to watch, I don't care.
Snap.
Oh.
He
And
stands up.
I'm gonna look away from the dragon. I'm gonna look straight at him.
He stands up and he turns around and he's got something in his hands. It's like the size. He's got something in his hands.
I shout Captain and Thexus at the same time. Like I'm just shouting for them.
Rowan, he looks at you and you make eye contact with him, and as you yell that, he make an insight check.
18.
He looks sad,
He
a
does
little
mean
bit,
those.
and he calls across the distance loud enough that you can hear. He goes, "There's still time for you to get all your friends out." And then he turns away from you back to the dragon, and he looks up, and he says, "Dragon, I name you Atixia, and I bind you to my will by the power of the orb of dragonkind."
Can I? I was, as soon as I saw him pick it up, I was trying to do a telekinesis to try and rip it out of his hands.
How? You're very far away from him.
Oh, I'm too far. Okay,
You're like
never mind.
200. You're like 200 feet
Oh,
from him.
never mind. I can't
Okay.
get that far. Yeah, never mind.
Captain, how far are you?
You're probably 100 feet from him.
Could I take a
Earth
longbow
to
shot?
Russell.
Yeah,
He's looking at it.
you said. Matt said I'm about 100 feet.
He holds this thing up, and the dragon looks down at him and goes,
Stronger mortals than you in an age gone by were ruined by the power of the item you possess. I will enjoy watching it tear you asunder before I deal with the rest of these ants.
The orb begins to glow in his hands, and he immediately drops to his knees, and is like, "Oh!" As it is apparently causing him a tremendous amount of pain.
I run to Rowan and hand her the potion of water breathing and tell her to drink it, and I'm holding the last one until Sela pops out.
Okay.
Whatever she hands me, I trust her implicitly. It's going in me.
Okay. The
Don't even
other
know what
group
it
of
is.
these guys gather around him, and are just kind of standing. They're not really doing anything yet. You see the wizard does appear to be getting ready. He's rummaging through his spells. Very slowly he gets back to his feet. And Rowan, since you kind of saw it before, you see the armor is eating the magic coming off of this thing. Slowly he gets back to his feet, and he's got his back to you so you can't see it, but he lifts it up again, and then he brings it down like this, and then his hands come out to the side and he's not holding it anymore. However, the dragon, Ataxia, as he named her, Atixia.
What? What magic is this? I will not be subdued. And
she leans back her head and like releases a gout of flame that streaks up the central chamber of this volcano, strikes the top of it, and you hear the top of the volcano crack open. As she releases the gout of flame and like looks back down, you see that her eyes have gone like pure silvery white, and the expression of like that had been like contempt and amusement and then like disbelief and rage has now gone like stoically blank. And turning around, you see that orb is like in his chest plate. The chest plate irised open and
Is he
locked
Tony
into the
Starking
chest
it right
plate.
now?
He's Tony Starking it. Yeah, it's in his chest like this. And
Oh no. He is Iron Man.
the wizard like casts his spell as this happens. The group of the 5 of them like grab hands and they like teleport, but they reappear a moment later. You see them, they like reappear on the dragon's head, and looking down from there, he looks back down and you can't really see his facial expression from that distance, but you kind of see him shake his head a little bit, and he says, "Run!" And then the dragon like heaves herself up and begins to fly up out of the magma tube. Behind her, the volcano begins to erupt and the central chamber begins to collapse. As the dragon like ascends, Sela, you reappear.
Very angry and then very confused. And then I see my friends and I feel like giant apes, they have an intelligence of 7, so smarter than Grog. And they're like pack animals, so I feel like I know that it's my friends, but I'm very confused.
I'm
Okay.
gonna run up to Sela and I don't know if you understand me, but I tell you, drink this, and trying to shove it. I'm trying to feed you the potion without you saying yes or no. I'm trying to just shove it down your throat.
All right. Let me roll for it. Yes. Oh my God. Literally, I was like, if it's lower than 10, then no. But I rolled an 11. Okay, I drink it. Little
Drink it.
splish splash.
Fikes just looks at Captain and says, "Well, I think we had a good run, Captain. Is everything's good?" Falling apart.
Yeah, so
falling down around us.
Atixia like claws out of the top of this dormant volcano, like blowing the top off of it as she goes. And you catch a glimpse of her, presumably with this group of people, like riding on her, like leaps out of the mountain and like vanishes into the like smoke and dust and debris and falling rock. And all around you, the volcano begins to erupt. The ground beneath your feet is like cracking open, and like geysers of magma are coming up. It's like an Aladdin when he touches the when he touches the ruby. Like everything is just beginning to collapse. There's like piles of treasure, like invaluable treasure, like falling into pits all around you. Coins scattered around the ground, bits of like magical items and things like that, just like rolling hither and yon. You guys see that the way back down here that you guys came is still open for now, but there are like rocks and craters and things falling in your path. What do you do?
Did we destroy the bridge? Didn't we? Okay.
We destroyed nothing.
I thought
you
the
flew
bridge
us
got
down here.
destroyed.
Didn't we
Okay.
fall down like a
No,
really
she
far?
flew us
No,
down
I
here.
Well,
Oh,
okay, so no,
that's
we
right,
went.
yeah.
I wasn't sure if the bridge got destroyed, but I grabbed everybody and we flew down a hole super deep, and then we got
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Can I grab everybody?
Sure.
Can I grab Thixus, I put him in my mouth. Like I grab everybody else.
No.
I grab everybody else. I put him in my mouth.
Most expensive looking small object.
Make
Ditto.
anybody who wants to try and grab treasure can make a dexterity check on their way out.
Oh, gladly.
I'm gonna say yes because monkeys like shiny things.
Okay.
Before Thixus got a chance to pick something up, he was put inside the ape's mouth. So
You can like make a grab for something falling as you run past if you'd like.
all right, you got it.
Just straight dex?
We can call it let's call it a sleight of hand.
Okay.
18.
Yeah,
Nice.
11.
23.
25.
I'm torn if I'm gonna grab something. I don't think I'm grabbing anything. I'm too shell shocked.
It's okay because normally Scylla would not have grabbed anything, so
Yeah.
it's really like a 1-for-1 exchange.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I don't think Rowan in general would grab anything anyway.
Okay, so
I
I
had my hand on something, but I'm covered in ape saliva, so it slipped out of my hand.
So I had a
No.
23 from Murderbeard,
No,
No,
23 from me.
25.
25 Murderbeard. Anyway, 23. Sela was what?
18.
And then Thixus whiffed it, and Rowan's not going to.
Mm.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do we want to do
Probably
this?
the most paladin thing I've ever done, and not
Yeah.
grabbing treasure.
He doesn't need that hoard anymore.
Yeah,
She
he's-
doesn't
he's
need it.
He's
Okay.
abandoning it.
Here's how I'm gonna do this, because I think Sela, you just like scoop your hand as you run. You feel in your giant ape hand, you feel that there's like you definitely have like a bunch of coins that you shoveled up.
Yep.
But there is also something like
Just
long and like cylindrical and made of fabric of some sort, like a bolt of cloth almost.
in the
your
mouth.
hand. Okay, Thixus, you get
I'm holding
you
it
get
in my mouth.
absolutely
Peppered with
bodied by
coins.
like gold coins and like an ornate rug just like slams into you.
What is this?
Yeah, and then
Is it a
I'm
magic carpet? Can we fly now?
Cool.
Okay, so that's Sela.
Thixus flies out of the ape's mouth on the carpet. I can show you the world.
Immediately hits a wall.
Murderbeard. You grab two things. You grab a hand. I mean, like I'm assuming, like you just shovel a handful of coins. Like that goes without saying that you get some coins. You grab a small like alabaster box that honestly doesn't look all that like expensive, but something about it like just catches your eye and like you like feel sort of compelled to like snatch that up. You throw that in your bag. But you also get a like a friggin' massive diamond. Nimue, you grab a very lightweight. It's almost like ephemeral in its weight, but it like glistens. It's on like a mannequin rack. You just like grab it as you run past. It's like a chain shirt essentially.
Okay.
That's what you guys grab on your way out. And no, you get coins. Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
In all of this, in the dragon and the shaking of the ground and all the chaos and the dragon wings, is his helmet anywhere near me?
Ooh.
I want that.
Make a perception check, but it's gonna have to be a real good one.
Okay. I mean,
Don't forget you have an
I know.
Azure
I have
and
my
a Bardic
proficiency
Inspo.
I know. I rolled really well, so I not need
Here,
gold.
before you start saying anything, here's what I'm gonna say. You're gonna need to beat 22.
Beat 22.
Beat a 22.
Okay. And with Bardic Inspo, what do I roll for that?
D6. Mhm.
Okay.
And then
well,
your proficiency bonus is a +3.
yeah, I got that. So with the Bardic Inspiration, I will beat this, because with everything else before that, I have a 22.
Okay.
So with the Bardic Inspiration, I rolled a 6, so I definitely
You
see the helmet.
miraculously
Pat.
the
I love you
helmet
guys.
is laying in a pile of treasure. You pick it up, it clinks a little, you think maybe there's some coins in that one
Sure.
too.
Sure.
you get your
Fine.
you
I can
get
accept
your,
that. But
you
I
get
want.
the helmet.
I'm thinking about the helmet. So
You get that helmet. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys begin to run for the entrance, right? The exit, I guess.
Yeah, I like because we have to go up that tunnel. And I have a climbing
those
speed of
things.
40 feet, so I put Thixus in my mouth because he's weak, and everybody else I just grab them and I just put them. I probably have all of them in one hand because I'm huge, and I'm just holding them and I'm gonna start climbing up that
You
tunnel.
guys know? Have you ever seen on nature documentaries where the mama ape walks around and all the babies are hanging on her?
Yeah.
That's what I envision right now.
Yeah. They're clinging on like little babies.
Okay.
I
So-
want to just because I'm a paranoid human in real life and in this game, I am also, even though Thixus is in her mouth, I also have my hand around on Thixus's arm that's hanging out of her, just in case.
Thixus found a pizza in the dragon's hoard.
I'm proud of
It's
Thixus.
incredible. Man, I want pizza now. Anyway, sorry, I'm off track.
Yeah,
you begin to climb.
I have a 40-foot climbing speed, and I'm trying to dash to get us out of here.
Everybody make dexterity saving throws.
Do I have to?
Nat 20.
Yes.
To not fall down my gullet.
That's why I'm holding
Not
him.
get swallowed.
That's why I'm holding him.
Oh no! Suddenly
Me
this has
too.
become a vor game.
Oh no.
We are leaving 3 murder beards.
Also, plus
murder
plus
beards behind
3
though.
everybody because you're with me. We're all really close together.
Dexterity
28.
saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
That's a 3.
Dirty 20.
With the plus 3, Thixus.
6.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was like,
Back to yourself, Lexus.
sir. I got a 15, which for me is pretty good.
So the mark was 15. So 15 or above, you save. Below that, fail.
Holding Thixus's arm.
If you failed, you are going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 3 points of fire damage as
I fall unconscious in the ape's mouth.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Do I feel him go unconscious? Can I feel him limp?
Make a.
It's Thixus. I know when he goes unconscious.
But you're also clinging to an ape
Yeah.
scaling the side of a wall, a tunnel that is collapsing around you. It's not exactly the steadiest. Make a. Let's
Yeah.
call it a.
Thixus'
Make a-
conscious and unconscious grip is probably the same because he's
Make
so
a
weak.
perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
And
Okay,
can
it
I
was-
feel that he's just flopping around in my mouth
So,
with no
like-
strength?
You're not
It's-
big enough that he's in your
Fully
entirely in your mouth, right? I'm envisioning that you're
Well, I'm huge, so I'm 2 sizes larger than him.
I'm kind of envisioning that you've got most of his the back of his torso and his head and arms and then legs are dangling out of either side of your mouth.
It's at disadvantage. It's a 14 perception.
Okay. Hard to tell. it's chaos. Like this, this this
Okay.
giant Sela ape is like climbing.
You know what? Because I'm nervous, and it's Thyxus,
You can heal him anyway.
and he's not screaming. I'm going.
Okay, yeah, I will accept that. He stops screaming, and then that's how you know that something is wrong.
I'm going to cast
That's valid.
cure wounds at second level for him. So let me roll that for you. Thanks.
Listen. If he had been clinging to my fur, bye bye Thyxus. He would have.
Yeah.
Boom. He would have gone.
14 points of healing to you, Thyxus. You feel
Ah!
Start screaming again. We're good.
There it is. We're good.
You guys,
Rowan starts
you guys,
screaming now.
the climb continues. You're heading up this shaft. It is becoming more and more difficult, Sealer, for you to maintain your grip. The rock is beginning to burn you as you climb. Sealer, you take 10 points of fire damage just from holding onto this rock. You guys assume you have ascended 200, 300 feet. You still know that you are deep down. You continue to climb. There is sweltering heat surrounding you. Bits of rock and debris and dust are filling your vision. You're choking on this ash in the air. Everyone make another set of dexterity saving throws as you get to the upper portions of this chamber.
Two of them.
How big
set?
is this chamber that we're
The
in?
second one for it.
Oh.
You've already made one. Make another one.
Another 22.
You're in a cylindrical chamber that you are climbing up. That is 60-ish feet around.
60 feet around. How big around is a giant ape?
Let me. Okay. Let me look up the it's huge. Isn't that like 20 by 20 feet? I'm looking up the sizes.
I have to plug the opening of this thing with a monkey.
Okay, there it is.
I'm trying not
a
to.
huge-
I don't want to get us
Oh,
stuck.
huge is 15 by 15. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you said it's 60 feet in diameter, before we make his check, can Thyxus cast enlarge on the giant ape?
Sure.
Yeah, now I'm 20 by 20 or larger.
Hoping that it will make it easier to climb and
Sure.
faster. Perhaps.
Yeah. So go ahead. Actually, everybody make your, except for Sela, everybody make your dex saves at advantage now, as the sheer size of Sela climbing, sheltering you, is protecting you from the worst of the falling debris as you continue to ascend.
Well, not better.
25.
It was a 22, and that was a 1. So we're gonna keep the first one.
There you go.
17.
Okay.
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Oh,
So-
Thyxus.
That means I got an 8.
Damn it!
My original, because I didn't re-roll, but I got a 15.
Okay. 15. Somebody hit a 17.
I
Okay.
did.
And then everybody was higher. Everybody was higher than everybody else was at least 18, right? Okay. Then Rowan, Sela, and Thyxus are gonna take some damage this time. 13 points of bludgeoning, 4 points of fire.
This is unconscious again.
Uh-oh. Does Sela get shrunk down?
No, I only have 119 hit points now.
No,
well,
his
with that,
enlarge.
yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I think enlarge is concentration.
Crap.
Yeah,
Okay.
she shrunk immediately shrunk back.
Immediately.
Alrighty. Thyxus is knocked unconscious by another piece of rock, just clocks him in the head. Sela, you continue to climb. You're just a hail of burning hot stones are slamming into your head and shoulders and back. You're doing your best to protect your friends as you continue to climb.
How can we tell how much longer she's
You're getting near to the top.
Okay.
However, as you approach, the
Wait, I need to be
tunnel.
rolling concentration checks for polymorph. I'm sorry.
okay.
I forgot that I have to do that.
I'm gonna. I'm sure as this is happening, I'm gonna pull off another patch and get the potions of healing and dump one down Thykes' throat.
Oh, cool. Okay, yes. Absolutely.
Okay, the first bit of damage that I took is fine. I think I took damage before we left, and then I took damage twice on the way up. So I need to roll 2 more.
Okay. Let's do this because it's gonna be wild if we have to retcon this entire scene. Let's say you succeeded the first 2. Just make one for this last wave to see if you unpolymorph like here.
How much was that?
17 total, I think.
I believe so.
Okay, then I'm
17
fine.
plus
I rolled a dirty 20 on this. I'm
Okay.
fine on all of them.
So you maintain your form. Nimue, you pull a patch. You
You get
throw it
8
down
hit points.
Thykes' throat.
Nice.
You wake back up.
This is
As
nothing
you
fun.
guys get near to the top of the this climb that you are making, there is a deadly cracking sound from above you, and the tunnel, the last like 60 feet of it, the rock fractures and cracks and collapses inward. A large piece of the tunnel like goes at a diagonal and like slides down, stopping the other rock from just like falling and like slamming into you. However, the top of the tunnel is capped. You are unable to ascend any further. You are like clinging to the wall of this tunnel. Rock and things are no longer falling on top of you, but the tunnel around you is starting to like crack and shift and break. And as you look down, you can see the like steadily growing angry red glare of lava ascending towards you.
Can I make a fist attack at the rocks?
Sure.
Question,
Yes.
and it might. I don't know. I have 2 questions. Do we think Sela as an ape is smart enough to remember how to wind walk herself? Because that's still active. Okay.
No, she doesn't know how to do that.
You also probably don't have the minute to change forms.
Number 2. Okay, so we don't have the minute to change
Yeah,
forms
it's a
before the
minute,
lava
yeah.
gets to us.
Right.
That makes my other question useless as well. Never mind.
25 to hit.
How long was this climb taking us?
A couple of minutes.
Okay. All right.
See, this pretty quick. Go ahead and roll some damage on the wall.
24 points of bludgeoning damage, and I have a 10-foot reach.
Celia, you like haul back and just punch the wall directly in front of you, and it like cracks inward.
I'll do it again if I need to. Right now, the only thing she's thinking of is getting out.
You punch the wall, and a like torrent of like all of your guys' vision is like immediately obscured. You realize that what like hit you as Sela punched the wall was like a burst of like steam, essentially. The Murderbeard, Nimue, and Rowan make perception checks.
Nat 20, Jesus.
14.
12.
Okay. Nimue with that nat 20. Sela, you're a big monkey right now and have a bunch of people on you. Thykes, you are currently in the big monkey mouth. So this would be indistinguishable for you, so that's why I didn't have you make the check. Nimue, however, that nat 20, that steam hits you, but something else also, like, you feel like a droplet hit the side of your face, and you like look, and like a piece of the fabric of your clothing has like a little dark spot on it. You realize that like a small like of water is coming out of the side of this tunnel where Sela just punched it.
Well, there's the water breathing potion activated. Keep hitting. We're getting everyone brace.
Can I reach the crack that Sula
Yeah.
made?
When Nimue says that, can we all reach it?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna
Bam.
stick my finger gun directly in the crack and Eldritch Blast into the crack.
All right. Are you? If you guys want to like Ginyu Force, like strike a pose and all hit it together, feel free. So Murderbeard's gonna Eldritch Blast. Sela, you were gonna punch again.
Hey, why not enlarge on Sela again?
Okay.
Last spell slot. Boom.
Am I rolling to hit even though I've literally like...
No, I don't think you need to roll to hit.
I rolled to hit and it was a nat 20. Does that make it go cooler?
You do, yes, it will be cooler. Well, yours will be, y'all. When we describe yours,
wait.
It'll be cooler than Murderbeard's.
Shikai glows as I hit the wall before
There
the
you
water.
And I wild magic.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
I rolled a 28 to hit and I did 26 points of damage.
Shit.
Nimue is actually not gonna attack. She's going to wrap her arm around Thix's, seeing as everyone else is hitting, and she knows that's gonna be a barrage of water, so she's like,
Sure.
bracing.
Okay, good call.
That's my turn, bracing.
All right, so here's what's gonna happen. Murderbeard, you immediately like you Thixis casts his spell again. You feel Sela begin to like supersize. Rowan like is bringing, one hand holding onto Sela, bringing out Shikai. The blade like begins to glow, casting all of you in this like harsh light. You jam your pointer finger and your middle finger into like the opening, like the opening that Sela made. The like chain tattoo emblems illuminate down your arm, and as you like drop the hammer on your finger gun, there is a pow, and a massive like flash spreads along this crack, which like widens enough that then as you pull your hand back, Rowan like wedges Shikai in and like crowbars it, and opens up a piece which like falls away between Sela's feet, creating a space like perfectly giant supersized ape fist, and she drives her fist forward, and Sela, you feel the strike of like the resistance of stone, and then you feel it give, and your arm punches through the wall, and Nimue, as you had predicted, like a geyser of water shoots out. Everybody make a strength saving throw. Rowan, Murderbeard, and Thixis and Nimue can do so with advantage from Nimue's like help holding onto all of them. Sela, I think you can do. Right? I think you do so with advantage just because you're so goddamn big. Like,
I think I get it from enlarge anyway.
Yeah.
So
Plus 3 on saves, guys. I'm just gonna say it anyway.
Plus 3 on saves.
You said strength?
Strength.
23.
Okay.
26.
Dirty 20 with the plus 3.
15.
I'm so proud of you, Captain. What did you got?
Don't forget to add the plus 3.
That was with the plus 3.
I'm proud of you anyway. Captain.
Uh-oh.
Russell?
Did he freeze?
Well,
oh, there he is.
I was looking at our chat.
He was looking at all our insanity.
18.
Okay.
With the plus 3?
Y'all hang on.
Oh, not with
21.
then 18 plus
21.
Y'all managed to hang on. A like geyser of water. Sela, you end up having to like pull your punched arm free and like swing flat against the side of the cat to let this like geyser of water go out. It doesn't appreciably slow. It just is coming. You see it hit the rising column of magma, and all of you are instantaneously blinded a moment later as the entire cavern just fills with steam as water meets magma as it is rising up in your guys' direction. Thixis, is it this time that your wild magic will go off? What did you roll?
32.
Thixis disappears. Sela, your jaws clack shut. He's gone. He's not in your mouth anymore.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Confused ape noises. I just with my free I have one hand clinging to the wall and my other hand I just
Rowan's grabbing the space where she had her hand on.
So about
Or worse
6 seconds pass,
Oh my
and Thixis reappears in the nearest unoccupied space to where he started, which is out over the tunnel. So Thixis, you like a Looney Tune, you appear, and you have enough time to realize that you're in open air before you start to fall. What is everybody doing?
reaction grab him?
Yeah, I'm trying to grab him.
Can we all just try to grab him?
Yes, everybody can make a dexterity saving throw to try and grab Thixis.
I cast thaumaturgy really quick to scream louder.
Okay.
18.
I only
18.
I only roll an 8. He slips through my fingers.
Ooh.
18 from me and Nimue, right?
18 from you. Okay. So
Oh, man,
the giant ape
11
oh,
is dead.
you actually, I think what happens is, see, you get your hand up, but you sort of bobble him. You're ooh, ooh.
Slammed around.
And he kind of topples over the side of your hand. But as you go, Thixis each of your wrists, or no, you know what? Even better, one of your wrists and the leather leg of one of your pant legs is grabbed, one each, by Rowan and Nimue, and you're caught.
Thanks, guys.
You are not really able to see the bottom. What you can see is this intermittent sort of glow, and then it dims, and then it glows and it dims, and what you kind of realize is the magma is still pushing up. The water that's going down on it is cooling it, so it's cooling, sinking, magma rising up, cooling. You cannot stay in this tunnel.
So the water coming out, is it still such a high pressure we can't get through it, or can we get in there now?
With a giant ape,
Leading
you
the
probably
way?
can push through it.
I
A
will,
big giant ape, even bigger.
I will try and help Sela by using the protective psychic, the force field.
Okay.
to try and-
And as an added precaution at this point, because it's been a day, can I take my rope out? Even though it's very dangerous to do this, and peace children don't do this. Tie Thixis a length of rope around myself, and then a length of rope around Thixis. Because if
You
we,
heard this
if
is
we-
extremely dangerous, Rowan.
I'll risk it. Let's go. Just in case he slips away again in the water. I don't want him
He's
flying
I'm pretty
back
sure
out
this is
into
what
the
happened to
magma.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, but we're
I mean,
Thanks.
listen, it's better than
better than
nothing.
going into
Bring back
magma.
life.
Okay.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
Sela, make a strength check.
Do I have Thixis? Do I have advantage on that
Yeah,
from a large?
I think you do.
Yeah.
You should.
Enlarged,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Any
Oh,
strength check.
not good. Let me re-roll. Same thing. Oh
Uh-oh.
no. 13. Not good.
With a 13.
Not
Bend
good.
luck.
You
Bend luck.
What does that do?
It adds 4
17.
Oh,
to your
hey,
roll.
I can come into Russell's frame. I didn't realize.
Hey,
Get
out of my frame.
You're invading his space.
So that's
sorry,
17.
7. Okay, all right. Some bad stuff was gonna happen with the 13. Okay, bend luck. Sela, you. Can I still get into Russell's frame? Oh, I can. I must be in front of him. You start to push through. You scoop your party members off of yourself. And you get a hand inside the opening you've made and shove them through. And as they go through, you can feel you get past the initial gush of water, and you can kind of you shove them up and out of the way. But as you release them into whatever the inside of this space is, you lose your grip and feel yourself being blasted clear of the
Can I get into my frame?
no, she'll be okay because the bend luck is what comes in here. You feel yourself losing your grip and going back, and then from inside the geyser of water, you see there's a flare of green that you just know came from that damn orb, and you scrabble, and miraculously you find purchase on a hunk of rock that you would have sworn was not there a second ago, and you re-secure yourself, and you manage to pull yourself in afterwards. All of you guys now find yourselves in complete darkness, pitch black. You can feel the water rushing past you.
I pull out the glow stick from my patch of
Man, this robe is is really hitting today. You pull out a glow stick.
Continual light spell on it. Glow stick for the win.
You guys see once the glow stick comes out. You guys see that you are in a section of rock that is very porous. There's dozens of little holes and chambers and tunnels that lead which way in that. Where you are essentially pinned and holding against the wall, trying not to get sucked back out of this opening. Is where Sela punched her way in from the main magma shaft, but you think you are in a series of sub magma vents and tunnels and all these porous networks of side vents which have been flooded since who knows how long. After a dozen seconds or so of just clinging on for dear life, there is a dull and a plug of molten rock sort of blorps out of the hole that you came through and instantaneously cools and solidifies and plugs the hole. And you feel, as you are all able to breathe, well, the 4 of you who drank, Rowan, Sela, Nimue, and Thykes, you guys all drank those water breathing potions. You can now point at the big finger. You can breathe. You seem to be no longer in danger.
Just keep swimming.
Further confused large monkey noises.
Yeah, just confused face.
Okay. So you guys want to start swimming, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys kind of like begin to swim through. I will tell you, the enlarged giant ape is not going to be able to progress any further than this, and you are very likely not going to get the regular sized giant ape much further beyond this. Eventually, Sela's going to have to shrink back down to normal size.
So
I'll drop the spell.
So quick question. Does the water breathing spell?
I will say
apply
the
to
water
my
the water
regular
breathing.
form?
Yeah, the water breathing will continue on to you as you get regular size again.
Okay, then I will. I feel like I'm still smart enough to remember, like, oh wait, yeah, I did this to myself, and then I will drop concentration.
back.
At least I'm not like a fucking. I almost turned into like a bat. It would have been real bad, y'all. I turned back into myself.
You turn back into yourself, and like as you shrink down, you like and a bunch of like coins come flying out of your now smaller mouth.
Wait,
And
hold
the
on,
rug,
hold on.
or whatever.
And a rug.
Hold on. Wait, before I can I take them out and can I hand the money and stuff to everybody before I do it? Like,
I will take the saliva covered, rinsed out in water stuff, and wait for her to
okay.
change back.
and then I change back, but I will still hold the rug because I'm pretty strong.
Okay.
Well, I'm tall, I'm big, and it's a big rug, so I can, yeah. And then we
Okay.
swim in.
The group of you begin to swim, and you are in like a friggin' maze of these tunnels. You begin to become aware after the first like 15 minutes of like swimming along that there is a time limit on these potions. So you begin to like hustle. Everybody make a survival check.
Oh, hell yeah.
11.
17.
19.
13.
19 was our high one there. Was Murderbeard?
Yeah.
Okay. Murderbeard, your compatriots who cannot communicate with each other because you're underwater. You can see them beginning to get like a little panicky. Like every tunnel they go down looks like every other tunnel. You, however, like something about the pressure of the water around you, like you almost feel like magnetically pulled in a certain direction, and you don't feel lost as you guys swim. You just feel like you're going the right way. And eventually what you notice is the rock walls are not like strictly natural unmarred rock. You find that there are like rudimentary carvings in them. And you see that some of these rock walls, and they appear to be not necessarily like ancient either. Like some of them appear to be a little more recent. And you see images depicting humanoid figures with like aquatic-esque features. And it's just like images of them like hunting and maiming and eviscerating other things on these like essentially like cave drawings. And you just get something tells you like, well, follow these, and like whoever's making these clearly has a way to get out of here.
Oh, we gotta find Gugnak and the priestess.
They'll find us. I'm not worried about them right now.
I want a Montauk.
So what are you doing with this information, Murderbeard, as you like discover it?
Is there enough time to impart it to everyone?
You're all underwater, swimming. You've been swimming for 20 minutes now.
Our potions probably don't last too long. I don't
An
know
hour.
if this is the most important thing right now. If you have learned something, you can probably tell us later.
Yeah, I get. Yeah. There's no way to communicate. I'm not gonna like.
Is there no way to
40
communicate,
minutes.
Murderbeard?
No.
You could
I don't
probably-
have the ring.
Didn't
We gave
Thorn
it-
talk to you underwater?
You know Nimue has mind speech.
Thorn talks to him underwater. He can tell us.
I talk underwater?
Yes, you can talk underwater.
Oh.
It's one of your warlock features. I was really trying to feed that one to you.
Wow.
Then I will impart it to them.
So you guys like suddenly begin to hear Murderbeard like he's speaking as if it's clear as day under the water.
Is this thing on?
Oh my god.
Wait, what did you say? I missed it. I'm sorry.
I'll put it in the chat for us.
Okay. So what is your once you discover like, oh crap, I can speak underwater. That's odd.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like, I don't know what to do with this information. I don't know
So-
if this information matters right now.
Is it the Sahagin? We must be near where they congregate in this island. So we should keep following these carvings because
Yeah,
they
I
have to
think-
get down here somehow.
I guess that's what it's trying to tell me is like we should follow these.
Alright. Maybe we'll find the priestess.
Okay. You follow these carvings. Follow your instinct on that. As you guys get to what you gauge to be like the limits of that water breathing potion that y'all took, you're starting to get very, very nervous about like that spell running out. You see like the rippling surface of water above you, and you ascend up and break the surface into open air. You do not find yourself outside. You find yourself in a subterranean cave. However, there is a gentle slope and a portion of this this area here has dry land on it. And as you guys surface, you all break the surface and you look, and this chamber has what appears to be like living space. There are like rudimentary structures here. There are one of those long.
I thought we crashed into
ships.
somebody's living room at some point. I was like, oh shit, sorry.
You essentially like you arrive at sort of like what you gauge to be like the communal center of the like community of Sahagin that are here. You tell that because there are a bunch of Sahagin in this chamber. They are all some of them like turn to look at you, but most of them appear to be focusing on some sort of a ritual. They are like praying before this shrine that has been constructed in the center of this chamber. And as the like level of their chanting reaches like this fever pitch, it actually illuminates with a like aquamarine light. And stepping from around the this like altar construction is Kier. And she looks at you with her like cold black fish eyes. And she whistles. And then you hear like thump, 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 thump. And carrying over his shoulder the barrel is Gugnak, and he comes out and he like sits it down. And in Orcish, Nimue to you, he goes,
Nimue. The child fish girl is the ruler of all these now.
Wow, that's
This is-
great.
I don't understand her magics. He points at that, like, glowing altar. She made something for your boat. And Kier Yuzger, like, looks at you guys, and her, like, mouth spreads into, like, a too wide shark toothed, like, grin, which is unsettling in its own right. And that is where we will end the session for tonight.
Okay.
Hey.
Can we have like a flashback of what the hell they were up to?
Yes, that is coming. We will do that next session. Okay, well, hey, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys all at home for watching with us.
Brittany, you got 5 gold.
Shame on you guys for ruthlessly handing my players inspirations and nat 20s and all sorts of crap all night long.
I didn't use any of it. I got a luck point. I didn't use it.
No, thank you for joining us. Thank you for contributing to the stream and all that. We appreciate it. And we will rejoin next week for the Fool's Errant and what's going on with them, and then the week after that for Pirates again, and so on and so forth until the inevitable heat death of the universe. Any other announcements we got going on? Anything coming up? Any fun stuff we want to pitch besides just check out all Probo's other shows, all that type of stuff. Find us on YouTube, all the good things, and yeah, well that's it. So thank you guys as always, and get myself situated here. Let me go into Russell's frame. Oh no! Hey, so that's it. That's our stream. We will, of course, see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Love you, bye.